Hey guys, Steel Games here, and welcome back to another one of these weird vlog double camera things that you guys seem to enjoy. Now, the last one was really well accepted, so I figured I'd do another one in this style instead of just sitting in my webcam again. We got our first biker coming here. This is going to be awkward. Alright, anyway, I'm going to get right into the topics here. Basically, I want to talk about server stuff, as I usually do now. I'm going to try not to be too long-winded, but I have a lot to say, and my phone is actually dying, so I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. But I've realized that some of the decisions that I have been making and made in the past have not been so great with the server, and I'm catching some flack for that now. I still stand up for what I was doing because I don't think it was necessarily bad practice. We provided a good product, we still provide great servers, and we provide really excellent customer support to all you guys. I think we've handled the business in a fairly positive way, but some of the decisions that I made with the server weren't the best. For example, offering ranks for each individual server on the network. I don't necessarily think that's the best thing to do as far as business goes. So we're going to be changing that, taking effect fairly soon, within the next couple of days or so. When you go to the store and purchase a rank, there will just be one big list of ranks that will cover every single network connected, or every single server connected to the network. So when you buy, say, the supporter rank, which is going to be the $5 rank, available in the store, you'll get the $5 rank across all of the servers on the network, which should be a really welcome change for you guys. Regarding purchases that have already been made for expensive ranks, if you purchased a really expensive rank like Capone and paid full price, which I know a few people have now, if you were paying for a Capone on like a 90% sale, that doesn't count. But obviously, if you've spent a significant amount of money, like over $500 in the store, and you want some sort of compensation for that, we can do that. I might consider refunding people depending on how much you've spent because of this shakeup in ranks, and I might also consider giving people additional ranks for what they've already paid. There are no promises of refunds in the store for stuff like this. We're allowed to change the ranks whenever we want to, but I've just decided to do this, and I think it should be a welcome change, and I'm sorry if this affects you, but I think it should be a positive thing in the long run. And if you have some sort of special circumstance, or you want a specific rank change that you paid a lot of money for, you can let me know, and I'll make sure I do something about it, as I always do. Next up, let's see, I'm trying to read my topics list here, it's kind of sideways. Some of those rank levels are going to go away. Like, I know Capone and Warden are probably going to be going away on Prison, or they'll be moving down to a lower price bracket, which should be a good thing for you guys. So I already have the price brackets planned out, and I know pretty much exactly what I want to do for that, and how I'm going to merge everything together, and I think it should work really well, and I think it should be for the positive in the long run. I still don't think that DG has ever been pay to win. I've always stood by the fact that we aren't pay to win, we've never been pay to win, we're never gonna be pay to win, and these changes aren't because I think we're pay to win. It's just because of stuff that's been going on in the community recently, especially after the Seth Bling stream. So yeah, that's basically my opinion. Crossing the street here. Alright, more awkward encounters. Okay, but yeah, I don't think we've ever been pay to win. I sell expensive ranks because people asked for them. People were literally asking me to make higher ranks on Prison, which is why we have them, and I think people are still asking me to make even higher ranks than Capone, and I'm catching a lot of flack for that, for catering to these people who want me to make higher ranks. So I'm going to leave it at a certain level, and it'll just stay there permanently. I'm not going to change it any more than that, but that's why those expensive ranks existed, was because people were asking me to make them. So as a business person, I decided, why not? We're not pay to win, we're not negatively affecting anybody else. The people who had it enjoyed it, and they thought it was a good purchase. It was positive for me and all my staff who got paid as a result of those expensive ranks. So that's why we did it. It makes sense from a business standpoint, but some people just don't grasp that the reason those ranks exist is because the people who bought them wanted them. Okay, and next up, we're going to be doing a little bit of EULA talk. Mojang still has not pushed a new EULA to allow the sale of anything on servers. With the current revision of the EULA, which hasn't been resolved, or sorry, what would you call that? Updated since December of 13, you're not allowed to sell anything, because currently the thing governing the sale of packages on servers is a blog post. Blog posts, if you're not aware, are not legal documents, and they have nothing to do with how people are and aren't allowed to sell things. There's a flying machine up there. I gotta take a video of this. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. Can't really, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Yep, flying machine. That's fairly common around here. That same guy has the flying machine thing up in the air a lot, but I thought that was pretty cool, so I filmed that. Yeah, terrible at vlogging. Next up, Mojang has effectively created all of this hate that is now being fired off at server owners like myself that have expensive ranks. There was no real community hatred of servers like mine where we sell paid benefits, and have been doing so for a long time. We've been doing that for about a year. Other servers have been doing it for a lot longer, and some even charge a lot more money. So we're not that bad as far as that goes, but the community, it has just come together in this hatred of servers that have good monetization. And the reason for that is basically Mojang. They've created all that. None of that existed before all this talk of EULA stuff came up. And I find one of the worst places to deal with this server hatred is Reddit. After SethBling streamed on DG, Reddit just became a complete breeding ground for all of this targeted hate against DG PvP. I was looking at our admin craft, and they had graphs and all sorts of charts that showed how evil I was and how we did business and all that sort of stuff. I do business in a way that I think is fair, that people are willing to pay for, and that's why the server has become as big as it is. We've got probably 500 people online right now. That number goes up every day, and it's a quality server, and it will continue to be a quality server with the way I intend to do things from now on. It'll be changed, but it'll be changed for the better. And continuing on the Reddit subject, I was also on our Mindcrack, where somebody had showed just exactly what we were selling in the DG PvP store after SethBling did his sponsored stream, of course. And oh gosh, I wrote I want to say like 3-page document detailing just exactly how we did rank sales on DG PvP, how I came to the business decisions that I did, all that sort of stuff. I wrote out that huge document and posted it on our Mindcrack so that people could check it out and read just exactly why I did what I did, and maybe come to the conclusion that what I'm doing isn't so evil, that DG PvP isn't out to steal money from the parents of children who don't know what they're doing. That's not what we're trying to do at all. DG PvP gets, I don't know, 4 chargebacks in a month, if that, because we handle ourselves so well regarding chargebacks. And you know, if we get that situation where a parent or a kid has purchased something unknowingly and spent way too much, we refund it immediately. That's how most servers do it, and I pride myself in doing that. So I don't know what the big deal is. It's suddenly become such a popular thing to hate not only DG PvP, but servers in general that are selling paid benefits, and I just don't understand it. It's this whole thing that I've been talking about where Mojang has created this entire sphere of loathing of the selling of paid benefits. It's not even as bad as some other games, like, say, I don't know, Blacklight Retribution, where they've got all these microtransactions that really are pay to win. That's not what we're doing. It's completely different, and to prove that, I even play through all my own servers without using any paid benefits. I run a series on Prison now where I don't use paid benefits. I used to run a series on Factions where I did paid benefits, or where I didn't use paid benefits, and I did just fine in PvP and while advancing through the ranks. So, I don't know. It's extremely confusing to me, but I think that's all I really want to talk about, guys, regarding all this stuff that's been going on. I hope you can understand my point of view and where I'm coming from on this, because I think it's a really logical point of view that I've taken. If you would like to read my Reddit post, I'll put that in the description so you guys can check that out. and read through my full thoughts, because a video isn't really the best way to convey all this information, because I am not a good vlogger. But I think that's really all I had to say. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you understand the changes that are coming to DGPvP, and you understand how I feel about this whole thing. I just think it's so odd that the community has suddenly turned against me in particular. But anyway, see you guys next time. Deal Games, signing out.